Microbiome Chatbot is your instant access to LoveBiome. Products, compensation plan, testimonials. Join the chatbot now. Link in description. Hi, my name is Andrei Polukin and I'm the founder of the Freedom People Network team, which is joined by many of the best network entrepreneurs around the world. In this video, I want to introduce you to the LoveBiome weekly news broadcast. In this issue, Kelly Olsen talks about the formula for success in his life, as well as the benefits of LoveBiome's perfected compensation plan. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next newscast.
Well, hello everybody. How are you? You look good. Those of you who I can see here on the gallery on the side of my screen, you look great. My name is Adam Olsen. I'm one of the co-founders of LoveBiome and I'm its CMO, and I am so happy and excited to be with you today. It is a soggy, rainy day here in Utah, but I hope wherever you are, wherever you're watching from, is beautiful and the sun is shining and it's warm and you can feel all the love. So tell me about it. How do you feel today? How are you feeling? How are you looking? What's your life like? Let me know in the chat box because I love connecting with each and every one of you. Once again, it is just a pleasure to be with you, as it is every single Wednesday. We love this opportunity to connect with each one of the members of our LoveBiome family. What a pleasure. There's people joining us from North Carolina, Orlando, New York, California, Taiwan, Indonesia. Some people are staying up in the middle of the night. They're in Australia. Of course, our Europeans are representing well in the Netherlands, the UK, Norway, Sweden, Germany, Austria. This is truly a global LoveBiome family. And, you know, considering that we are just barely 1 year old, it's amazing that we have this network that stretches all over the world. What a cool thing. Well, we've got a packed show for you today, so let's get to it. A few announcements first. There are a series of meetings happening in the United States over the next coming weeks, and we have prepared a few slides for each one of them. So as you can see, we're stopping in Philly. Here's all the information to join our amazing meeting in Philadelphia, being hosted by Alton Paris with special guests Valencia Pamphil and Makesi Anika. Jot down this information. Here's our Los Angeles meeting, which will be, I believe, in Spanish, featuring David Garcia, the president of the Americas region, and being hosted by Jorge Fuentes. We look forward to seeing you on the West Coast. Moving on, we are traveling to Brooklyn with our hosts, Cynthia Craig, Bishop Dr. Mervyn Harding, and Dr. Tamia Bethia Williams, and a special guest, Valencia Pamphil. You're going to see Valencia all over the place and all over the East Coast this month. Moving on, we are in Orlando with Claudio, our favorite Orlando son, and special guest Makesi Anika, being hosted by Claire Terborg and Karen Stair. Love our time in Orlando. We had an amazing meeting there just last month. Can't wait to go back. And then Detroit, Valencia and Makesi will be joined by Natalie Lowe Patterson and Alida Mosley in Detroit, here in the Westin Southfield. So lots and lots of cool meetings happening. Oh, we're not done yet. We're in Atlanta on the 1st of April. We're going to the Airport Marriott Gateway, hosted by Melsnies Render. Oh, Melsnies, I hope I'm saying that right. The words get jumbled up in my mouth a little bit. But we have special guests Valencia and Makesi there as well. So we are up and down the East Coast. We're on the West Coast. And in Europe, we haven't forgotten about our European friends. Every week, there are compensation trainings and other trainings happening in various languages. You can see the information here. There's even a QR code for our European friends. And hey, guess what? These trainings and these calls are not just for Europe members. They're for everyone all over the world. If you want to join in and hear from Banked and Santiago, as you can see pictured here, we invite you to do so. Every Tuesday, the call is in English. Every Wednesday, the call is in Norwegian and Swedish. And then every Thursday, the call is in German. So we definitely invite everyone who wants to participate in these calls to join us. Now, last but not least, we have some very, very special news. We are now set up as a full-fledged entity in the country of Indonesia. And this may not sound like a lot, but I can tell you there has been a lot of work put forth by our Indonesia office, Nina, our Asia president, Joy, and some of us here in the corporate office. We've been working around the clock to set up our entity in Indonesia. And what does that mean? That means that we will be able to ship product from Indonesia very soon. Our products are being registered there as we speak. It's just another step forward in the, opening new markets and making available new business. And so congratulations to Cody, congratulations to Nina, to Joy, all of our Indonesian members, and thank you for the hard work that you've done to set up our entity there. If you have contacts in Indonesia, or if you are in Indonesia right now, you can see our contact information there, and we look forward to shoring up our business in the beautiful country of Indonesia. What a cool thing. Very, very fun to announce. Well, phew, that does it for announcements today. We are so happy to be with you. It is an amazing day. We have got such great news to share with you today. So without further ado, I am going to welcome to the call our founder and CEO, Mr. Kelly Olsen. Kelly, take it away.
Hey, welcome, everybody. What a great thing to be with you today on Weekly 20. And with daylight savings time, we're at a different time here in the U.S. I don't know why Americans choose to change the clock every 6 months, but it just kind of messes the whole world up. But anyway, here we are, and it's exciting to be with you. March is the first kind of full month that we're experiencing perfected compensation. We just finished our world tour of business summits in Orlando and in Taipei and in Amsterdam, and fantastic experiences. And it gave us an opportunity to really, bring our message directly face to face with our leaders throughout the world. And so we're just kind of high as a kite right now. And I just wanted to share a message with you. If you want to go to the next slide. Thank you. One of the most important things that we did in these meetings is we established who we are, our identity of LoveBiome. I'm not going to spend a lot of time this morning on that, but just to pay homage to this corporate image that you're seeing. I encourage every one of you to clean out your cabinets and corners of all the old images, all the old corporate images, everything from Go Love Life before that's maybe still hanging around, or any of the LoveBiome that was introduced maybe in October or November, because we're brand builders. And we one of the biggest things that we needed to do as we met with everybody throughout the year or throughout the world was to establish our brand. We've been working on this brand. We've been working on this corporate image. This is who we are. This is the image that's going to dominate the era of the microbiome. And we all need to be united behind this idea. And I don't know how you feel when you see this. When you see this graphic, this is the graphics that's going to take us to success for the next 20 or 30 years. There's purity and beauty and motion and success and happiness in this image. And anyway, I just want to make sure that we all are unified in using this, cleaning up all of our presentations, all of our sales materials, and uniting behind this new corporate image. This truly is the brand that's going to dominate. Next slide, please. So in the summit, I talked a little bit about my journey that began as a printer. And I only bring this up because there was a formula that I used that I want to continue to reiterate. The formula brought me great success in my life, and it was a very simple formula. I was given the opportunity at a very early age to run a large print shop that I knew. I was a very skilled printer, but I was not a skilled business person. I had no idea how to turn printing presses into money. And so I was given this charge, I was given this opportunity by the owners to take this company and to run the business part of it. And so this is the formula that I use. This is the way that I approached it. Very simple. And the reason I bring it up is this is the exact idea that I recommend for everyone to follow, because it brought me such success. Next slide. Very, very simple. The first thing I did is I learned our business. Now, I knew how to print. I knew how to run printing presses, binding equipment, pre-press. I knew how to set type. I knew all of that. But I did not know our business. I did not fully understand how that paper that was in our warehouse in the back turned into money. And I needed to learn that. And so I learned every aspect of our business. And I became conversant about our business, about, how much to bill each press per hour, how much to charge for each employee's hour, and all of those kinds of things I learned very, very, very well. The second thing I decided to do was I decided that I needed to go out and visit every one of our customers. Now, the way that we have run our business in the past is we waited for customers to come to us. And this is one of the things I think that a lot of people have a hard time with in our industry also, or in any sales industry, is we tend to sit by the phone or whatever, sit at home or whatever, and maybe we'll send out an email blast or we'll send out a Facebook post or whatever, and then we sit and wait for the responses. I decided that I wasn't going to wait. I was going to go out and actually personally visit every one of our customers. And so I went outside and I learned what they did. I learned their business and what they needed and how they needed us and how they used us. I learned their opinion of us and how vital or unvital we were to their business. I learned about our competition as I did that. I learned all kinds of things. I learned exactly where we were on the food chain. And it was the greatest education that I could have possibly received. Because, first of all, one of the things I noticed that just by getting outside and showing up at people's places of business, I picked up work. Just proximity, just the fact that I was there and showed up, people would give me work, and it happened a lot. And also I began to see where we could fit into their business opportunities. I began to realize, gee, how can we help a machine shop, a machine tools firm? How can we help them in their business? And so I began to come up with ideas on how a printing company can help a machine shop be more effective, can be more efficient. How we can help them get more customers. And that led to more ideas, and that, I applied that to other businesses, and it kind of mushroomed, it snowballed, and it was just the most amazing experience. I built trust and confidence and relationships so that ultimately what happened is when they needed something, they called me. And this all started with one decision. And the decision was simply this: I decided to get outside our shop and visit every one of our customers. And everything flowed from that. And so this is one of the things that I was thinking about as we begin this new year, that every one of us have customers. Every one of us have, even, now let me tell you, when I say customers, I mean past customers too. People who had bought from me, even, that was on our customer list, even that hadn't bought for us from years. I visited them and I reintroduced myself to them. And I got to know them. And I found that, first of all, everybody was just fine. Everybody was happy to see me. It was, I met new friends and had really good experiences. And then from a business perspective, it couldn't have been a better thing to do. So next slide. And so this is the lesson that I learned in this process, you guys, that there is a path of positive activity. Now think of our business as a path. The process of you gaining success, not just in LoveBiome, but any aspect of your life. There is a path of positive activity that you must follow. Now that path usually includes education. I learned, for me, it was the education of the printing industry. I needed to learn the business. And then with the work ethic, the actual getting off your chair and going outside and visiting customers, that's what it was for me. Observation and pondering. Education, work, observation, and pondering. And that cycle goes over and over and over again. Every day that you're in that path will help us recognize doors of opportunity. This is exactly what happened to me. Every day that I was in this path of education, work, observation, and pondering, I would recognize new doors of opportunity, a new vertical market that needed my help, a new way to help a customer that I hadn't thought of before. One time in the path will help us be prepared to open up doors. Our time in the path will help us open up doors and take advantage. And so first of all, this is true that you've heard, I'm sure, and recognized in your life. There are always doors of opportunity. Doors or opportunity are placed in your way every single day. Sometimes they're in the forms of a person that you need to meet or could meet. Sometimes they're in the form of a business opportunity. But every single day, there are doors of opportunity. Most of the time, we pass them by because we either A, don't recognize them, or B, we are not prepared to take advantage of them. But make no mistake, doors of opportunity to expand our business, to expand our income, to make us happier, to make us more fulfilled are in our way every single day. We simply have to make sure that by staying in this path that I've identified here, that we recognize them. If we're in the path, we will recognize those doors of opportunity. And then secondly, when we do recognize them, we are prepared to act. And then when we act simply by opening up that door, by introducing ourselves to that person, by acting on this particular idea. Like one time I had the idea that dentists needed their own marketing system. This was in the 1980s. And they needed a way to keep track of their patients, to remind people when they had appointments and to keep their calendar full of appointments so they never had empty spaces in their calendar. And to create relationships with their patients so that their patients wouldn't shop for another dentist, but would continue to come back to the same dentist over and over. Things like Christmas cards and appreciation cards. And so no one had ever done this before. We were so dumb. We just decided, let's try this. This is a good idea. And we became the first company in the United States anyway, to offer such a marketing system for dentists. This came just from an idea that came to me as I'd followed this simple idea, this simple plan. And it's now a giant industry. But it was crazy, and it wouldn't have happened had I not been outside looking and talking. If I hadn't have been talking to a particular dentist who is a customer of ours, and it all kind of snowballed from there. So believe me, the ideas that I'm sharing with you today are true and real. So understand the characteristics of being in the path every day. It's a positive motion, education, and the work, the actual going and doing thing, application, observation, opening up our eyes, and as we talk to people, let our brain work and learn how can my products help this family, help this situation? How can the business that I'm representing solve this person's problem? And then just be prepared to recognize and act on those doors of opportunity. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So now I want to introduce two individuals who are making this work, who have listened to this and are making it work in their life, and they're fantastic examples of what I've just mentioned. The first person is our good friend Cynthia Craig. And I want to introduce now Cynthia. And Cynthia, I'm excited to hear what you have to say. You're always an inspiration to us. So why don't you take a few minutes and tell us your story?
Thank you so very much, Mr. Kelly Olsen. Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. First and foremost, let me just thank you, all of the founders, just all of you for the opportunity to share. And I'm so excited. I had the opportunity to go to Orlando and experience that event. And for those of you who were there, you understand why I'm excited. Those of you who were not able to make it, just understand that the information that was shared there was just, it just reminded me and enabled us to open up our mind and know the vision of each of you as founders, the company, and just what we have our hands on. And I actually venture to say it's almost impossible to really exactly know how big this is. And so just to be a part of it is awesome. I'd like to share just some of my experiences from my takeaways in regards to this particular section when it comes down to the training that you shared, where you went back to your customers. It reminded me of basics, going back to the basics, the foundation that I was accustomed to, I'm a real estate broker out of New York, started out in life insurance. I'm also a life insurance broker, and getting out there and visiting your book of business, your customers, is huge. And that's what it is. We're building a book of business. So wanting to ensure that your customers really know and understand that you are genuine in their journey, their health journey, and being a consultant, it rewards them most importantly. And as well, it assists us as business partners as we are brand building. It assists us in building a long-term sustainable business. It opens up doors for referrals because people always want to know that you care. And when we show that, we spend that little extra time, it makes such a difference long-term. There's so much that I can share. I've had an opportunity to go out and sit down with a few of my customers since your training, because as I said, it reminded me, oh my goodness, I'm on the screen. So I've made a few appointments. Of course, it's a warm call. They're excited to be able to talk with me. Spend about an hour to 2 hours, with a couple current customers. It created more sales. I gift them the body souffle. That's a cross-selling opportunity. It also enables them to see, okay, well, when I refer Cynthia to, or this product line to the people I know, they know what those people are going to experience. So it does make a difference. It lends into, as I mentioned, us creating a long-term sustainable business. And that's why we're here. We're not here for a quick sale. We're here to build a long-term business. And with the compensation plan that we have, perfected compensation plan that we have, not only are we rewarded up front for our initial work, but we're continuing to build. And that unilevel plan is just so powerful with the income and the compensation plan that you guys put together. There are a couple quick things that I can also mention is that just empowering our customers, not only letting them know that, yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm your consultant. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm here along with you with your journey. And any additional products that, that LoveBiome creates, that's an easy conversation because they build trust. And as well, of course, they're having amazing benefits from the products that we have. And we're blessed to be able to have just the development of these products. I have my book here. I don't know if hopefully it's clear on screen. I would think by now I've seen this book. It just shows the professionalism of LoveBiome. And when we show up, we spend time, people don't forget that. And I empower them to know that, for those who are computer literate, that they can log into their account and empower them to make their own, orders and how to do that. It just all makes such a difference. I don't want to go on and on. I don't know if you have any other particular points that you wanted me to share, but I'm excited. I'm excited about what we have to offer. We are building the brand of LoveBiome, and the goal and focus is for LoveBiome to become a household name. And it is one person at a time. And the fact that we can get just amazing results. I have a quick testimony. Can I share?
Of course.
Thank you so much. So last night, it started from a midday appointment with a brand new person. She looked at the information initially. She's extremely legitimately busy. We locked down a time, sat down in person, went to her house, and it was a casual conversation. She purchased and started her health journey with our LoveBiome Daily 3. She's excited. She called me this morning to let me know. She was like, Cynthia, I don't know, but there's nothing else I did. I have so much energy. And her testimony this morning at about 8:33 a.m., this is after taking only the Fido Power last night. She said her lower back pain for the first time in the last month or so that has been troubling her, first time it's not bothering her. And she said, this is amazing. And she can't wait to continue to tell other people. So we're building a brand, household brand. This is our book of business. I wake up in the morning, I say, if there were no corporate, how would I operate? I am customer service. Those are my customers. The relationships are huge, and they make such a difference when we spend a little time, and it will reward them and it will reward you long term. So thank you for letting me share.
Cynthia, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I love that. I love the term book of business. I also love the idea that really is the gold mine for every single person. What a great story. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, let's take a look at our next slide. Our next guest that we asked to talk to us today is Claire Torborg. Claire is relatively new with us, but she has been inspired and on fire, and we thought that it would be really awesome if you heard from her today about what she's doing and her vision and what she sees. So Claire, could you please get on and share your story with us?
Yes, Mr. Olsen, thank you so much for having me on today. Could you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Thank you. Well, I am so excited to be here and a little nervous because it's been a journey. The team that I'm on, I am so excited for my team, Team Quest, with Mr. McKeezy and Nika. He has led us through this. It's because of him I'm where I am today, because of all of his input that he put into us, the encouragement. He built our team basically for us one at a time, and he never gets tired of us calling and asking questions and pushing us. But for me, my industry is customer service. I'm a hairstylist by trade. And my clients, I am I would say, a therapist, because in that industry, people come to you with all kinds of issues and problems. Not only do they have domestic issues, but they also have medical issues. And it gives me the opportunity to introduce this product. And it's for everything, thank God. It's not only for a sick person that has diabetes, or they may have high blood pressure, or they may have any of the things that the product works on is what my clients come with. And so I'm able to introduce the product to them. It's easy for me because I'm a people person. I don't only talk to my clients, I also go outside of the salon. And it's amazing of what you said, having that contact with the customers outside. It really works for me. Like yesterday, I went to a beauty supply store and I handed out my flyer because I'm having my event on Sunday. They had never heard of LoveBiome, But I tell you what, they did heard of the noni juice back in the day. So because of the brand equity of noni and the way that so many people were helped from noni, from the time you mentioned these were the same makers of noni, it's like spiral into something big for me, because a lot of people still have that in their refrigerators. So they know that this product works. And I thank you guys for coming back again and giving this another bigger chance for us, because it's working greater and better. I want to thank each and every one of you and supporting me in doing this, because it's all new to me. I'm just talking to people and they're just signing up. So I'm having my big event this weekend and I have over 50 people already signed up. So thank you guys. And I look forward to growing with this team. Just help me do that. Thank you.
Congratulations. Awesome job, Claire. Wow. Fantastic story. Great advice. You know, when I hear Cynthia and Claire talk, it just reinforces to me the simplicity of this plan and the power of it. And so many times where we kind of get all excited about our message and products and so on and so forth, but don't quite know what to do. This is exactly where I was with this printing company. I was excited about our company. I was excited about what we could do, our capability, but I did not know how to convert it into money. And this is what I learned. I learned how to convert our printing company into a money-making business. And the first step that I did is I learned our business. I became conversant. And so this is what I'm suggesting, suggesting to each one of you, please learn our business. Learn what LoveBiome is all about. Learn our brand. Learn our message. Become conversant so that when people ask you questions, you are authoritative and you have all of the information at your fingertips. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a professor. You simply have to be someone who cares about health and is knowledgeable about the human microbiome. And all of the tools that we have will backstop you up and give you all the information that you need. And believe me, right now in today's world, people are looking for answers, and the answers that we have to give. The second thing is simply get your legs working and go visit people, visit your customers. Visit customers from LoveBiome, visit customers from previous businesses. Like Claire's a hairdresser, go visit your friends and associates and customers from a past business enterprise that you're involved with. Visit everyone. And don't let a text message replace a visit. Don't let an email or a Facebook post do the job for you. Those are excellent ways to keep in touch with people or to follow up with people. But that face-to-face visit, because you will learn like I did. Get your ears open and your antenna up, and you will learn. You will learn what they need. You will learn how you can help them. You will get ideas on how to expand your business. You will get ideas on new customers that are potentially out there. And again, just simply by showing up, you'll get new business. So enough with that. Let's go to one of the real exciting things that we wanted to begin to do every week, actually in weekly 20, is to begin to report to you and to gradually, for every single one of us, change our paradigm. Now, our paradigm is going to be changed from a monthly business to a weekly business. And so this is a huge opportunity for us and a huge paradigm shift that we need everyone. We have actually prepared the basics, the real core of perfected compensation to become a weekly enterprise. Because, you think about in terms of a week versus a month. Typically, we kind of work in month cycles in our industry. And so usually in a month cycle, we're kind of, we not so busy the first week or first 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden the end of the month comes and people are trying to qualify, and we see the urgency of getting orders in, and everything, picks up in pace, and the urgency and the stress and everything to close out the month. We hear that term, close out the month. Well, imagine if we can break that month into 4 equal segments called weeks. And that, just by doing that simple thing, is going to do so much for us. And so we developed an actual business part of our perfected compensation that we call Love Cash, and it is a weekly business. This business is designed to create, instant money, school money, freedom money, travel money, make ends meet money, pamper yourself money, but you don't have to wait so long to get it. Next slide. Next slide, please. So here's some of the things that we did. Effective the first of the year, January 1st, Affiliate Plus and Merchant PV requirements were lowered to 60. We did that specifically to accommodate this weekly plan of ours. So, and also at the same time, we did another major change. And that is that customers, that beautiful word, customers, now benefit you 2 ways. Customer volume will help you meet your monthly PV requirement, and you also earn commissions on those same sales. So one sale to a customer will help you meet your personal PV requirement, and you get paid on it. And so, this is a business now that customer acquisition helps me do everything. Customer acquisition helps me meet my personal requirement. It will qualify me. If I'm getting customers, I don't have to worry about qualification. Boom, it's done. But also I'm being paid, and paid weekly on those customers. Next slide. Effective March 5th, Affiliate Plus income is paid weekly. That means the 5% sales bonus on all personal customers, the 10% sales commission on all personal customers and members, that's the first level commission, and also the 5% sales commission on all sales made by their personally enrolled members. So it's our 5% sales bonus. That's always been paid weekly, but we added 15% to our weekly pay, 10% on level 1 and 5% on level 2. And so a total of 20% now of our entire plan is paid weekly. Next slide. And this actually, we've talked about this, but maybe you don't recognize that this weekly 20 recognition is actually part of our compensation plan. That every week that we are going to come online with you and reiterate this, and then recognize the top weekly earners from every region and award them with a $100 bonus. And then at the end of the month, the top weekly earner globally will receive when we add their weeks, not the top monthly earner, but the top, who first week add up their income, second week, third week, and fourth week. So you've got to be working during the month. You can't just, depend on having a great fourth week. So the top global weekly earner, will receive a $500 bonus, and that'll be all of this will be rewarded on weekly 20. And so now weekly 20 is part of our compensation system, and these bonuses that we are awarding are part of Love Cash. So let's get to it. Next slide. This is the very first ever weekly 20 where we are announcing our very first weekly income bonus champions. And so I hope that as I go over these names and read these names to you and give recognition region by region, that we'll pause and we'll unmute and give you an opportunity to express your congratulations and appreciation to them, but also look at these names and ask yourself, why isn't my name on this list? That's the thing. Because guess what? A new week just started, and then another one after that, and another one after that. You do not have to wait long for another week to come along for you to target it and become one of these champions. And so our business is a weekly business now. Next slide. For the Americas region, our first $100 bonus winner is Jatasha Harris. Now you can see numbers 1 through 10. So all of these individuals had great earnings during the week and deserve to be recognized. But Jatasha was our number 100 bonus winner. So let's unmute and give Jatasha her love today.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Natasha.
Congratulations, Fred. You guys are awesome. Congratulations, Natasha. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Jatasha.
Let's go. West. Way to go,
Congratulations.
Jatasha. All right, all right.
Wow.
Very
Good
good.
going, Jatasha. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
You are number 1. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Mute everybody and go to the next slide. Let's go to the Asia region. Sorry, everybody. I got muted too. So for our Asia region, Kang Xinwan is our first $100 bonus winner. And you can see, for those of you who read Perfect Chinese, you can see the other 10 winners. And Jacqueline Summersall from Australia is in there at number 6. And so this is exciting. Our first, kind of our list of our top 10 from Asia, with Kang Xinwan coming in at the top with our first 100 bonus winner from Taiwan. So let's unmute ourselves. If you can do that for us, and that's
Family.
congratulations.
Great, very cool.
Congratulations.
Okay, let's mute ourselves. Okay, now one thing I want you to notice, the way that Adam has done this, is that the winner's name, good night. It's so big and beautiful, a different color, $100 there. All the number 2 through 10 is there. We acknowledge them and love them, but man, oh man, how cool it would be to be number 1. And so that's the goal. And a new week starts every week, you guys. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Alf Ringdahl and Inger Falkevik of Norway are our $100 bonus winners in Europe, our first bonus winners in perfected compensation in Europe. And that is so awesome, since Alf and Inger were our first ever leaders and members in Europe. And here they are winning the weekly bonus. I think that says something about them, and so excited for them. So everybody unmute and give Alf and Inger your love this morning.
Congratulations.
Great job.
Let's go Europe, Asia, LoveBiome. Let's go, super fantastic. More money, more money, more money.
Okay, let's mute us back.
You're muted,
Kelly, you need to unmute.
Oh, okay, sorry. I love Weekly 20. Weekly 20 is now, every week is Give Money Away Week and Champions Week. And the thing that I love about it is we are converting our business now from a monthly business to a weekly business. Make that transition yourself. If you think weekly, each week is a chance to renew your business, and it will transform your business. And it'll give you something to do. It'll give you a goal to reach. And next slide, please. Remember, 4 great weeks make one fantastic month. And so if we want to think about how to increase our monthly income as merchants and builders and leaders and stars and elites, we start at the weekly basis. And I don't know if you mentioned, but one thing I did want to mention on the Americas list that Jatasha was the top of, Valencia Pamphil was on that list. I think she was number 2 or number 3 from last week. And then Alf and Inger, our top leaders in Europe, were number 1 in Europe. This tells me that our top leaders are acknowledging that this weekly system, this weekly program is important. It is a key to achieving a great monthly income. and cannot be ignored. And so I'm so excited. This is an exciting thing. This is going to be a hugely exciting part of our perfected compensation. What we did just now is not just a contest. This is part of our perfected compensation, our compensation system that we will award every single week now. So congratulations to everyone. Remember, 4 great weeks make 1 fantastic month. And I'll toss it back to Adam now.
Thank you, Kelly. Congratulations to our weekly income champions, our first $100 bonus winners from the Americas, the Asia region, and the Europe region. You guys, this is awesome. How cool was it to see that list and experience this fun recognition with everyone? This is going to be every week, like Kelly said, every weekly 20, we're going to have this moment. So very, very cool kickoff. So happy that you guys were able to join us today. And hey, let's go out and make it a great day, a great week, so we can have a great month. Guys, that's it for us today. Thank you for joining us. Next week, March 22nd, will be our success celebration. So don't miss it. Don't miss the chance to join with us and celebrate each other's success. Thank you so much. Join us next week. Have a great Wednesday. Have a great Thursday, a great Friday, and let's love our biomes, baby. LoveBiome. Let's go.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Microbiome bot to get instant access to LoveBiome. Join our Freedom People Network team. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video.